So I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of update on Chewy, our Havanese. This is probably our 4th groom already, and he's a pretty young dog. But right now, let me do just a quick tid on if he were my pet. So I put him on the table, and he's literally like hanging himself. His neck is down, and there's enough room here. If he were standing correctly, if he was standing upright, if he was standing here, like literally standing, then he would not be choking himself. Okay. So if he were a dog that I owned, we would actually do some table training. So to do table, I have the dog stand up here to help him stand up. And he's pretty young. He's was 4 months old in March, and this would be our 1, 2, 3, like our 4th grooming. And the first time I groomed him, we left him real long and cute, and the mom immediately was like, no, he needs to be completely taken down. So we took him down right away. So each time he comes in now, we always just do the same haircut. It's a 7 all over. She likes it short, 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 okay? So this is parents. Yeah? The parent wants the haircut, okay? And it's fine. The parent can have the haircut. Sure, it's hot here, Texas. So if I were to train this pet daily, I would take 5 to 10 minutes every day on a table. If you need a grooming table, let me know. If you need the dog up stand, let me know. You don't need it. But if you were showing dogs at a dog show, you would teach your dog. How do you think that I know you guys watch it with me on was it Thanksgiving? They always have the dog show on Thanksgiving, or is it Christmas? You watch the dog show and you look at how perfect these dogs are. It's because it's daily training that they have. They will literally pick up the dog just like this and put the dog on the table to be looked at and inspected. They will inspect the mouth and the body, and I should be able to see how he doesn't want. If I moved this, he would sit. Okay, now if I had him every day at home, we would do a daily training. Either use a treat or use love. Okay, stand. And I would use the word stand. See how he's struggling here? If we got training every day, we would stand, good, good, lick a treat, or good, stand. And you do that every day. I can't fix it here. Neither can a groomer in your town. Neither can your groomer. They can't fix it in that same day. So that's why the dog up stand comes into play. It's going to help me just temporarily. I'm not going to let him stand on the stand for hours. It's just going to be, see, look, already we've got a little stability here, and I can go into my grooming. So that's the kind of training I would love you to do. You don't need the dog up stand to do it, but daily table training. If you just want to use your own table, put a towel or something on there so they don't scratch it all up. Up, stand up, love, affection, stand up, love, affection, stand up. 5 to 10 minutes a day for at least 30 days until that dog knows when you put him on the table, he stands completely straight up. Stay, stay, use your firm voice. And thanks for watching DD Core with My Favorite Groomer. Here's just a quick tip on how to train your dog to stand up. All right, we're playing around with some of our grooming. We are going to do a quick groom down with Chewy. We're going to do a 7 all over for him. I'm going to start with my 40 on the blade, 40 on my blade for the pads. We're using the dog up stand underneath them. Chewy has a great demeanor, great energy. He's got a little worry though, and could use a little bit of training for his own sake so he feels more comfortable, more used to it. You know how a dog comes in, they just jump on the table, they know what to do? That all comes with training or time. For the rough-in, which is what I like to, why would you bathe this dog, dry all this hair for 30 minutes, maybe even less than that, for 18 and 19 minutes, dry all that hair and then shave it down. I would just not waste all that time. So we're roughing him in, 7 down, just go quickly. You guys are gonna have to do it again when he gets out. If you keep your lines the same now, then you'll have to spend less time with him later. And again, they came in, I remember the first time I did a beautiful haircut. I left it all long and cut, and it was gorgeous. And she's like, Dee Dee, no, I had to hurry up. I had 2 clients already standing there now. I had to hurry up and fix the coat. So I was like, okay, they want it short. She wants it short. And I had no complaints, man. If they don't like the haircut you did, you better fix it real fast and let them get on their way. We're gonna do this 7 all the way around. This segment. Try to change it up a minute.
What is she doing?
I'll make sure. Yeah, 2 guard papers to go ahead. Okay, so we tried to blow dry him, and he is just not a blow dry pet. And even Mom said, yeah, he's not a blow dry pet, but we tried. He's pretty young to not be a blow dryer, you know what I mean? But if he's screaming and yelping and all this stuff, I mean, then you gotta pick and choose what you want to do. So let me show you. Hold on here, let me get this open here. Oh, is that you? Yeah. Is that you making all that noise? I'm about to show the camera here. And this is on very low. Look at him licking himself. So that's too much, you know what I'm saying? If a pet's doing that, you want to go ahead and stop, or you're going to cause like some trauma, you know? So he's pretty young. We don't want to do that. But that's what that's too much right there for a pet. So he's a little bit damp, and not my favorite way to do grooming, but I had a phone call and I didn't do his groom the best before he went to the tub, because I had to take a phone call. Okay, here we go. So I'm coming in, I'm just trying to straighten everything out. Deborah, they did wonderful.
Did they?
Just love your babies, man.
They love you.
Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. The check is legible.
Thank you. You know, I had PTSD over that check writing. She would write me these checks, man. My bank would I had to do a record video with my bank, but I was like, you tell her. I'm not telling her anymore, man. My bank would be like, this is not legible. Thanks a lot, Deborah.
All right, let's see the check out. Let's see. Let's see. All right,
thank you. Bye. I don't know what, you're kissing me, but you're whining. I don't know what the deal is. No, don't do it. I need to just check in there and make sure it stitches. What?
Right there.
Yeah. Can you handle it, David, or do you need me?
Lick my hair. Right here on the back.
That one little spot back there.
This one here.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, double choke.
Bye.
Bye.
That's not our music, by the way, if you guys can hear that. It's not us. No, I don't know why, but no, 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 no. No, no. Okay, we're working on this. I'm on live now. I mean, I'm recording now.
Is it hard to breathe in here?
Oh, you know what your problem is? The next door people, what they're doing. It's bothering you, that next door people stuff. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, 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 you're okay. I've never hurt you. I've never hurt you, man. Never. No. Let me see. Let me see this. I have never hurt you, so there's no reason for all that. Nope. No reason for none of that. Let me see this one. Good, good, good boy. Good boy. Ah, good boy. Let me see it. Ah, ah, no bite. No biting. No biting. No one ever hurt you here. No. No, no biting. Don't start. No. No. No biting. See? Done deal. No biting, man. You're too young to start doing that. It's a bad tendency right there. You need to break that habit, buddy. You need to break that habit or it's not going to work out for you. It's not a good thing. Biting is not okay. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Why are you already trying to bite? You're so young. Needs to definitely have some training. Leash training. Say again? David said shock collar training.
Don't say that on camera, man. People are going to think I'm mean.
Well, there's some trainers that's all they use. Every trainer picks their device, so.
You're going to tell me put a shock collar on yourself. I will.
We will put a shock collar on ourselves.
Let's just ship it to us.
But this is the problem, is that if you have to put a shock collar on a human, which we do, if you guys have ever seen some of the movies, it's true, you must be doing something wrong. So if you put a shock collar on an animal, it's because the animal is doing something wrong. And once you have training down with that dog, with whatever tool you're going to use, pincher collar, choker, shock collar, whatever you use, you should never have to use it because the dog knows better now. It isn't like that you put a shock collar on a dog and they're shocked for 24 hours a day. They would be dead. I think they would probably die. That's not how it's supposed to be used. It's knotted up in here. Keep in mind the coat is a little damp, so it's not going to look perfect right now because he doesn't allow blow drying. And the pet parent did write back and say thanks for trying. Yeah, he doesn't like the blow dryer at all. So this will be nice and cuter when it gets drier. Come up like this. He's actually too young. Personally, he's too young to be biting to correct me, so I will let Mom know that that's already happening and that leash training is essential. Leash training and good exercise. Because there was not a problem before. Now he's just getting kind of, I would call it, that's just like getting bossy. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do with my mouth. I'm going to curve these. No, look forward. Look forward. Curve these around like that. We did a 2-guard reverse on teddy bear head here. No. Okay. Alright, so we're wrapping it up. We're going to leave him just like that. He's a little bit damp still. We're going to do a little bit of leave-in, our rainforest cologne because it smells so delicious. Okay. Do a little leave-in conditioner here. My favorite. Alright, some of you guys have written to me and told me that you are working with an animal that will not let you do a nail trim anymore. And he's a good dog to kind of tell you how I would do training. So personally, I think you need a grooming table or a arm, and the arm will fit on a table that has a ledge. If you can see here, the clamp here. So you can order an arm from me, you can order the arm and table, and you can order the table alone. It's just whatever you want, you let me know, okay? The groom loop that I use is it's clickable here, it's fast, so I can react quickly. You want it tight. I would rather have the pet kind of fall, and then still be able to have a hold here than to fall completely off the table and hit the concrete and shatter a bone, twist its back, have a seizure, hit the head and have a seizure. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. So your groom loop is essential, okay? So this is important, setting this stage. This, having him down, doing his own thing, walking around, without some kind of connection here. If you're doing it at home and you don't have a groom loop and you don't want to order one from me, this is so cheap, this lead right here. It's just a simple lead. It's on my website as well. Again, everything's on myfavoritegroomer.com/shop. So then you have this, and then you still need to attach him to something. Okay, you need a lead of some sort to have control while you're training. You can't train the blind, okay, without a lead. The blind person needs to know where you're at, and you know what I'm saying. Okay, so now if we're having issues with the toenail trimmer, I would always have the toenail trimmer on the counter so that the dog can always see it every day, whether we are using it or not, okay? If you have a problem getting your dog when he sees you grab the toenail clippers, don't grab the toenail clippers to go get him. Go get the dog and then take him to the position where you need him and then go get the nail clippers. Even if I have the nail clippers like right here, right? All day, every day, they see the nail clippers, so there's no fear. If you're doing nail trimming and you quick the vein every time, I can't help you. You have to have someone else help you. If you quick the vein every time, there's no you're not building trust. You're causing pain, and they're not going to trust in you, and you're going to have more hesitation than not. So if you don't know what you're doing, please leave it to the professionals, a groomer that knows what they're doing or a veterinarian that knows what they're doing. And don't be afraid to ask, do you know what you're doing? If you see someone going to do you guys watch my channel all day long. I've been doing this 15 years. If I go and grab do I ever go and grab my nail trimmer and the quick stop at the same time? Okay, hold on, here, where's quick stop? I have quick stop, but how often do you actually see me go grab this? Very rarely. It's back here. It's so dried up.
Does it still work?
It's no. This one's soft enough to work. Don't breathe it in. Is this like? That one's soft. That one's actually I took out of the. I cleaned cabinets the other day, and I took that out from the back. It has a distinct smell. Very rarely am I grabbing the quick stop. If you see someone come over with quick stop and the nail trimmers, I would be like, oh, okay, we're good. I can find someone else, because usually that means they're going to quick every nail. I'm not assuming that. I'm just saying what I've learned. If you see it happening, ask some questions. So now we want to get him used to doing the nails, because you saw in the video earlier of him, he was already like kind of letting, and he's a puppy. I've never quicked him, never hit his vein. He should let me touch his nail. So at home, every day, 5 to 10 minutes a day, we're going to work on his feet, okay? And it would start off a little something like this. Let me see. Good boy. Yeah. Let me see. I can feel that pull. He's pulling, right? You can see he's pulling. You're okay. Now, he wants to correct me. I can feel he licked his lip. Good boy. You didn't do anything. That's a good boy. Yes, that's what I mean. I need you to be good about it. Yeah. And I'm kind of tapping him. I'm not being gentle, because it's not gentle doing nail trimming. We're working. Let me see this one. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Every day. You would do that every day. And in about 5 days, you'll be able to do some nail trimming. Okay? Quiet, and do some nail trimming, okay? We haven't even been through 5 days yet. Next thing I want you to do is, if you need a helper, the dog is like, rawr, couple things you need. A good muzzle. Rawr. Before I even go there, when I went to pick up the dog, like over here on the couch, we're hanging out on the couch, I have a plan already. I've planned it all out. My nail clippers are there. This is that. I'm going to get the dog, muzzle him, or I'm going to muzzle him. And then next time, you might have to switch it up some. You might have to trick the dog a little bit. Here's come eat, like it's time to eat, and then before you eat, you put this muzzle on, grab him up, go do nail trimming, come back and he eats his food. So there's a few things that you might have to change. So we're gonna muzzle him first, and you might get the muzzle and then just do practice runs. We're not doing any nail trimming at first. You need to take 5 to 10 days and do some training first, every day. Minimum, okay? So we're doing this with the muzzle on, okay? Nothing happened. It's just love, the muzzle, love. The nail trim, yeah, there you go. Do the nails, tap them, doesn't hurt. Good, yeah. And we can do this all day, but I am a groomer. I'm not here to do training. You do that over and over and over. Now he's okay with the muzzle. He is okay with the nail trimmer. Let's just say 15 days have passed. Now we're going to try to attempt to do our first nail trim together. If you have an aggressive dog, somehow you need to get that muzzle on. I don't care how you get it on, but get the muzzle on. He needs to be on a lead, and you need your nail trimmers right nearby. If you need a helper, your son or your friend or your husband, and they come in to help, this is how you hold the dog, okay? We've already talked about all this. This is just reiteration on some of you guys that are like, I can't get my dog to let me do his nails. He's biting, okay, so that's where we're at. Okay, so you're going to come in like this and hold. You might be standing up completely. You might not even have a table at this. He's trying to tell me what to do. You might be holding just like this, okay? Hi. And you could do this hold and someone giving him love right now. So you practice the hold as well for 15 days. You do a few steps, and for 15 days, you do a good hold. You do the nail thing. You do the muzzle. Okay, so I'm going to put him down here so you can see something. So here, you might, no. Okay, right here. The person holding the dog may hold the dog like this, okay? Sorry. May hold the dog like this, 2 feet in my hands here. My hands are very small, so it may or may not work. You got to get a good connection there. And I'm already breathing hard. Holding the 2 feet right there will prevent the dog from tearing you up here. The helper here. You may have to have a third person. You guys have seen that. You guys might have to have a third person, but there's some really pokey stuff down here, so. Okay. I have to wash my hands after that. A third person might have to hold his feet if he's really struggling, not him, but in your case, if he's really struggling trying to bite and do all that kind of stuff for nail trimming. So that way you don't, I've seen a lot of people get scratched up doing the, the wrong positions. And I learned over the years how to tell people to hold their dogs, okay? So someone might have to hold the back feet, that kind of thing. Someone, and you, the holder, will hold the front feet and the body. And then someone holds the back feet and one person's doing the nail trim. That is how you could possibly do it. But I'm going to be very clear again. If you are doing your own dog's nail trim and you are constantly hitting the vein, you are just making it worse for someone else to come in and do their job later. So if you cannot do a nail trim without hitting the vein, I don't want you to do the nail trim. Okay, get someone else to do the nail trim. I'm sure, I know they're out there. People do know how to do nails. Not everybody, but there are people, not most, I don't know how many, but find someone to do the nail trims that does not quick the vein. Can it happen? Yeah, but should it happen on every dog? No. Should it happen on every dog's nail on that dog? No. It should be very rare. So this is how I would train my dog in preparation to do a nail trim, even with high anxiety and stress. Don't forget, the muzzle will help. The face tool will help if you need a face tool with the muzzle kind of thing to kind of use that. And then the cone, this protective cone with the Velcro. It has to be this way. You can't have one of those cheap cones that interlink. You don't have time for that when it comes to aggression. All right, we sell all these tools on our Facebook page, on our website, myfavoritegroomer.com/shop. Please shop with us. It supports us. If you're learning from my videos, why not shop with me? You've learned everything for free, and all I ask is that you just pay it forward. So you shop with me, and that helps us stay here. Because one day, if I'm not here, I couldn't tell you. If I'm not here, it's because we didn't have enough business to be here. So that's how you take care of the people that you learn from, especially when all these videos are so free. They're out there. There's ads, but what television doesn't have ads? All right, thanks for watching Dee Corey with My Favorite Groomer on YouTube and being a part of Chewy here. I hope he doesn't start becoming a biter. Thanks, bye.